Hi everyone, I'm Sapphire and I'm joined by Team Blossom, one of the teams competing in the Verizon VCT Game Changers presented by Dignitas. Joining me today, we have LUCYKIMBER and PEACE. Thanks for joining me, ladies.
Hello, nice to be here.
Hi,
Awesome
it's
to
nice
talk
to
to
be
you.
here. How
Great.
are you?
I am doing good. I'm so excited to get to know your team. So we're going to start with introductions, but I like to do it a little different. So you can brag about your teammates. So I'm going to have you introduce each other, and then we'll talk about your other teammates as well. But why don't we start with you, LUCYKIMBER? Why don't you introduce us to PEACE? So, what you played before this, maybe, how you found her, what her role is on the team.
So we actually found each other by going to the same program in university. We're both doing game development, which is really cool. And she's an awesome smoker. Like, we needed a smoker on our team, and she was a dedicated brimstone player. But I'm glad that amazing work. She's picking up with like the whole Omen game and the Viper. I'm so happy that she's like exploring different smokers. Definitely put herself out there. She's one of the best players that I have on the team, and the most comfortable that I'm most comfortable with, at least. Yeah.
That is so cool that you're both going to school for game development. I've done a lot of interviews so far, and that is the first I've heard that. That is amazing. I love that story. All right, PEACE, introduce us to LUCYKIMBER.
LUCYKIMBER, in one word, is glue. Like, she is what keeps us all together. Because I know that our team started off quite rocky, but she was the one to keep us all together. She's basically our coach. She's the one to pick everything out and find the good in all of us, just like either individually or like as a team as a whole. Like, without her, like, I just like wouldn't know what to do without her.
And then your three other teammates, I'd love to hear about them: Genevieve, Jennifer, and Stephanie.
Steph, she's like our fragger. She has like the sickest plays as a Jet, and every single game is like a new surprise to her skill sets, and it's just like and her personality too, so chilled, so down to earth, which is the same with everyone else in the team.
Jennifer is one of our also another fraggers. She's very, very good at this game. Like, she makes so much space using her utility. Like, she's swinging with her team, doing like the whole strategy. She's very open minded into like different strategies, and I think that's what makes her a very powerful asset to the team.
Awesome. And then Genevieve.
Genevieve, she's our in-game leader, and she's the one who actually got us having proper games, proper strategies, because we struggled really, really hard with synergy. But as we are progressing through our scrims, we're just getting more and more tight with each other, and like the communications are so well done at this point because of her. She has like that leadership role that we all really needed straight from the beginning.
So how long has the team been playing together then?
I believe we started in March, April. I believe it was the first. We wanted to do a Galorants tournament, and I found these girls by just them looking for teams to join, and eventually we became a team. And I'm glad that we are so hardworking and strong-willed to work together and improve individually and together as a group.
What are your expectations for the roster? What do you want to see from the upcoming VCT Game Changers?
We're looking forward to a specific team, Team Bubbles, mainly because our name's Team Blossom. But we had done one of a tournament, and we actually had lost to them. So we're planning on trying to get our revenge back while also progressing through the tournament a little bit further this time.
So what does a typical week of practice look like? Like, what's your schedule?
Typically, we try to find the best dates, and we do scrim every week. It was just more of like finishing school and things, because some people were still in school, and this is like their finals week, and then,
As future game developers, what's something you really love about Valorant?
It's a little bit straying away from the actual gameplay of the game, but it's more of the lore. And when you're in game dev, you are experiencing all the departments of a game company. So you've got like an art section, and with the animation that just came out recently, it is absolutely beautiful. I am completely amazed about the lore that's coming out slowly, and the animations, the facial expressions, and the shadings, and all that is incredible. But if we're going to look at within game, I just upgraded my PC, so I'm finally able to do high quality, and the details in the environment is amazing. It's really, really nice. I just think that, and then the gameplay as well. It's something that I don't think a lot of games really do. They don't really focus on ability based kind of a video game. So I thought that they actually excelled really well in terms of Valorant, which I really like playing.
When I was first introduced to Valorant, I was very, very impressed. I wanted to play another Riot game because I was obsessed with League of Legends. So like when Riot Games was coming out with an FPS game, I was like, I need to get on this. This is the game for me. Because at the time, Overwatch was dying, you know, like I was getting a little bit into Apex, but then like Valorant came out and it was, I just dropped everything and I was like, I need to get good at this game and I need to play this game every single day. What I love about it is just like, yeah, I love like everything about it. I love the game assets. When you think of a game, like for me as a game developer, I like to think about like what goes into a game. You know, I noticed that a lot of players, like they judge games and they're like, oh, well, I don't really like this asset, but I think about like the people, the department working on it, you know? So yeah, I tend to give the game a fair chance whenever there's like, for example, a bug going on. And I like to like tell people like, you know, game development is a lot of work. There's a lot that goes into it. So I respect Valorant and I respect Riot Games. And I'm so glad that Riot Games has created such an amazing FPS tactical game.
It's also amazing just how communicative they are with the player base too. And, you know, even the women's team too, taking their feedback and including the players in the process. And yeah, it's amazing to be a part of.
It really is.
So after VCT Game Changers, what's next for Team Blossom? Are you looking to compete in more events? Are you looking to hopefully be signed by an org? Like what's the plan?
It's a little, it is a possibility. I would love my players to get signed by orgs. As a team, there's a lot of things that we can improve on. Definitely. I think like adapting and improvement is key.
After this tournament, we're looking at a lot more. I feel like we really want to gain that synergy and that ability to just play well against each other and make more strats, because that's something we're struggling with now. But we're taking this tournament as a chance to learn from it more.
You know, as a team and as a team that's participating in this event, you're already kind of a step ahead of a lot of the women that want to be in your place someday. So, you know, what advice would you give the women that are watching this that haven't yet found a team or haven't found the courage to compete? Because it takes a big step to cross that barrier. What advice do you have for them? And I'd love to hear from both of you.
Go for it. There's nothing to be afraid of. You are in such a safe environment full of like beautiful, awesome, supporting women. It's amazing. Like the supporting players around you, the community's got your back, you know, like there's always room to engage and always room to put yourself out there. So if you feel insecure about not participating in a tournament, go for it. There's nothing that you could lose. And if anything, you're just going to gain more experience.
Everyone is so nice and so open and willing to just drop a game for you. It's okay, and just don't be scared.
Well, that is it. That's great advice. Thank you both so much for joining me. It was great to hear your stories. I love how you found each other and found your team. Can't wait to watch you compete. Did you have any final shout outs you want to say?
Let's go Team Blossom!
And one last thing is just like, again, don't be scared. Just find that group of people that makes you feel happy and safe. And there's just no point of being around people that don't make you feel like that. So,
well said.
Good future I'm hoping for.
Well said. All right, Peace, LUCYKIMBER, thank you so much for joining me. Best of luck to Team Blossom in the upcoming tournament. Can't wait to see what you do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.